Hey parents, it is inevitable in life that you are going to have difficult conversations with your kids and your teens. Things happen that are not pleasant, that are sad, that are scary, right? Divorce, illness, death, world events. There are all sorts of reasons why difficult conversations might be necessary with your kids and teens. So a couple of tips. First, if your child comes to you and asks you a question about a specific topic, a world event they've heard about, a friend's parents who are getting divorced, someone's grandmother who died, first, ask them what it is they've already heard, what it is they already know. Because especially as your kids get a little bit older, you want to make sure that they're getting accurate information and that you can help sort of fill in those gaps for them. The second thing is to find out from them what they actually want to know. When a 5-year-old comes and asks you where babies come from, your answer is going to be very different than when a 10-year-old needs to know where babies come from. So take their age and developmental stage into consideration and just find out exactly what it is they want to know. You might be able to get away with a very simple one-sentence answer. A third tip that I would give you is if they come to you because they've noticed that something is feeling off, there's tension in the household, someone seems sad, acknowledge that they've noticed accurately. That doesn't mean that you need to share additional information, but at least acknowledge that they've noticed, they've observed things accurately, because that's going to be super important for them learning to trust their guts down the road. If they are told by their most loving, trusted grown-ups that the things they've observed aren't actually true, no, honey, everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's going to make them question whether or not they can actually trust what they're noticing. And that's going to have impacts for their friendships and their intimate relationships down the road. And the final thing I would say is, please, whatever you choose to tell your kids and teens, please make it honest. And also know that you don't need to share all of the information. If you've just had a new health diagnosis that's very scary for you and you're sorting through it, you don't need to tell your kids every single detail because you haven't even processed it yet. But by all means, whatever you choose to share, make sure that tidbits are honest, that they're reassuring, that you will share more as you know more. And then, the rest you decide based on how well you know your kids, what you actually need to share. Just whatever you do choose to share, make sure that it's honest, because that's how you build that long-term trust and that long-term relationship. If you are wondering how to navigate some difficult challenges within your family, book a Connect with Kate call, because I'd love to talk with you.